How much did you give her, sir? Out of the goodness of your heart.
I'm saying like 250, maybe 200, something.
She's saying 4. You're not gonna take 4?
Nah, I ain't gonna take 4 if I ain't do it.
Okay, so you didn't pay her for $400,
No.
even in value for the detailing.
Well, the details, I
Did
think
she pay you for that, or did you not? You gave it to her for free?
No, I looked out. Like I ain't get no money from her, nothing.
Because you looked out, or were you like, I owe you some money, here you go,
I
could
looked out.
You looked out?
Yeah, I like cleaning cars.
Do you think it's okay to have your girlfriend pay for a trip for you?
Well, if she tell me that, then yeah. But if not, no.
No, I was not told.
But she's saying that, so you're saying she's lying. She tested, ma'am, I got it. So she's saying she wasn't paying a dime towards your trip.
Well, that's not the way.
Is she lying? You're saying she's lying?
Yes.
She's lying?
Yes.
When did you two separate? I don't need to know the reason, but when did you stop dating?
November.
Yeah, beginning of November.
November. Okay, so many, many months after July.
Yes.
Okay.
You claimed in your complaint that the defendant owed you a total of $2,516.
Correct.
Where's your proof of that?
My proof is us having a conversation, letting him know that that's
No, we need documentation. So you have the burden of proof. You could have provided at least the cost of the flight. You provided the confirmation, and it says confirmation and receipt. So did that email not include the cost? I'm trying to help you.
Possibly.
Okay, do you have your phone?
I do.
I need you to check.
It's not coming up.
You just have 2516 in a text. That's it. And if you paid all this stuff up front, you should have receipts for them, is what I'm saying, because you have the burden of proof.
That is true.
Okay, so the only thing that we have is a text where you say, hey, what's up? Total 2516, remaining balance 2316. You reply, sir, I have you 250 so far, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't deny, you didn't say that you were surprised, you didn't say anything other than I got 250 on it. So this is sort of you agreeing to the balance, no?
How long were you and Melissa dating before she helped you out with this trip?
We started dating in January.
In January, and the trip was in July.
Yeah.
And you thought you just walked into an all expenses paid trip with airfare on a 5-month relationship?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I have no further questions.
I'm good.
All right. The parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both.
We have come to a verdict. It was not unanimous. It was in terms of liability. We all agreed that you were owed some money. Clearly, you weren't gifting this free trip to someone you barely knew. As to the amount, though, is where we disagree. Judge Menser did not believe you met your burden today. You had the burden of proof. He didn't believe that you provided documents, receipts, especially for you fronting this entire trip on a credit card. You should have had credit card receipts, statements, something. But Judge Juarez and I believe that you met your burden today. And for us, the standard of proof here is not beyond a reasonable doubt. It's slightly more likely than not. And we used our common sense here, and we saw a text message where you established the amount, the balance. You state the total was $25.16, and you, Mr. Speed, didn't deny it. And you not denying it meant that you agreed that there was a balance. Anybody sending you a text saying you owe them thousands of dollars and you didn't would say something, but you paid her. So that to us meant that you agreed that there was a balance that was owed. So $25.16, and we credited the defendant for $400, which you admit that he paid back, and that left the amount of $2,116. So the verdict is in your favor for that amount, $2,116. And the next time you go on a trip and you pay for the trip up front, please get things in writing and have receipts, and hopefully we won't find you in this courtroom again. All right, good luck to all of you.